This is another 7 minutes on the Sabbath day, and this is my first video of the new year 2019. And a lot of strange things are going on in our world now, and nobody seems to want to acknowledge these things. But in one of my first videos, I talked about how a lot of things are going to happen this year. Well, this year, 2018 is over. I said you were going to see things that basically you haven't seen before. Well, some scientists and researchers saw a UFO. These were scientists. They all agreed this was not of our world. This was back in the springtime or early summer. Now, on December 28th, over New York City, was this unbelievable glow in the distance. On the same day in Louisiana, the same glow. Now, people, two fires, if they say it's a fire or whatever, that far away aren't going to produce exactly the same bluish glow. It was unbelievable looking. What you saw were two UFOs. In Louisiana, there's a man that actually says he saw a mile-wide UFO. His children are crying while he's filming it, but nobody wants to believe it. Nobody wants to go there. You better go there, because this is the year when they're going to come here and make their presence known. They've given us these little flybys trying to get us ready so it's not too much of a shock. And if our own government would come clean and tell us the truth, maybe y'all would not go into deep shock and die from fright when this happens. But it's going to happen because it needs to happen. Something has to bring us together. Everybody hates everybody. Nobody gets along, like this wall stuff. You know, let's get over this wall like a little kid with building blocks. Trump. He can't build his wall, so he's got to make everybody else suffer. This is enough of this president. Y'all need to do something up there. Get this man out of there. All he's doing is making our country look like idiots. And all you people, if you want a wall and you're a Trump backer, put your money where your mouth is. Between all of y'all and the Koch brothers, y'all can build a wall. Y'all a lot of construction workers, get on down there and build this man his wall. See what he does for you. Nothing. Nothing. But anyway, tonight I'm going to talk a little bit about a few different topics. I'm going to talk a little bit of what y'all call Greek mythology. And as I will say many times, there is no mythology. It just happened so long ago, that's what you want to call it. But when you read about what happened, the real stories, and how facts actually back up this mythology, it starts to make you think. And here's what these extraterrestrials, they were the mythology. Zeus, Athena, all these were extraterrestrials. And if you read the story of Zeus, Zeus was the youngest brother. He wasn't even supposed to run the show. Hades was. But as usual, in their world and our world, everything gets twisted. So Hades gets the bad place, the underworld. I'm going to be very blunt with you people. There is no heaven. It's all the underworld. All spirits go to the underworld just like it was in the time of Zeus and the Greeks way back then. That's it. No heaven. That's where the gods were in heaven. We're not worthy to be up there with the gods. We go to the underworld. There's different levels in the underworld. Where ordinary people go that don't care about nobody but don't hurt people. They're just basically making this world go along. You go to a place that's very gloomy. Rivers flowing with a fog, right? But you're not burning. You're just there in the gloom. Kind of like Seattle, Washington after it rains for 2 straight months. How you feeling there? Are you happy? No, you're not happy. But you're not suffering. Then, if you're bad, you go to Tartarus. That's where the word hell comes from in the Christian Bible. If you look in 2 Peter, it actually has the word Tartarus. The lowest part of the underworld. That's where y'all people go. And also, if you study this stuff and read books, in the underworld is a place called the Island of the Blessed. That's what y'all call heaven. Gardens, beautiful. Socrates and Plato and all these philosophers studied how to get to the Island of the Blessed in the underworld. One more thing about Greek mythology. The flood. Yeah, Zeus had a flood too. When he saw people cannibalizing each other, it sent him into such a rage that he flooded the whole world. Killed everyone, but 2 people who happened to be on some, even written back then, called the Ark. What a story. The same story again, but this was a little bit before y'all's story about the flood. See, everything's a repeat. Everything's a repeat of something that happened longer ago. It's way older than you people are told. But y'all want to believe in this little time frame that we're given. Totally not true. Now I'm going to tell you the last thing about Greek mythology, about the island of Crete. Crete was in charge. Now let me tell you what they were doing on the island of Crete. They found a hole in the ground on the island of Crete with 300 children's skeletons in there that had been bashed in the head and had been cleaned like a lamb for eating. This is what the scholars will tell you. I'm not telling you just, this is them telling you. There's no other explanation but they were eaten. See, things go on in this world that y'all want to put your head under the covers and hide when it happens still to this day. That's called dark magic. Read about it. Just get a book called The Des Vermis Mysteries. DESVERMIS Mysteries with a double I. And you won't believe what a man wrote thousands of years BC, a Roman man. All Freemasons know of this book about how the humans sacrifice people. Certain people for certain things, infants, a virgin. You won't believe what you're going to read, and this goes on to this day. It hasn't stopped, but y'all don't want to think that deep. You're scared to go there. Well, it's happening all the time, and the rich, elite people of the world, you know who you are. It happens, right? But your world's coming to an end. This is going to stop. And you're going to reap what you have sown, like I've told you before. But killing children on Crete and eating them, known fact. Didn't know about this in Greek. They didn't teach you that in school, once again. The last thing I'm going to talk about today is the new technology. There's a movie out called Bird Bots. A lot of my friends have seen this movie, and it makes them very nervous. Because what this movie is about is total mind control. They got you pretty much under total control now, but once the 5G network grabs you by the testicles, you're done. They're going to be able to make you do anything they want you to do. You're not going to be you anymore. Not at all. And y'all embrace it. You want this technology. How much technology do you need? How much? How easy it's got to get for you? I mean, technology is evil. It makes people not communicate. It's insanity, and y'all are going right along with it, just like a baby learning for the first time, and you embrace it. And I'm just about tired of it. Pretty soon there's going to be a reckoning, and you're going to see what you've created and what evil really is. Have a good night if you can.